Shut up, King Coaster.
Is he yelling?
He's not yelling. He's just dancing and laughing, and it's like in my one ear, not the other side.
No, 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 no.
No, it's not even that. It's the.
I've got nothing but techno right now, and it's.
See, and that's why
kind of jam it down too.
I have muted my game. So.
Boots in the pants, and the boots in the pants, and the boots in the pants.
Hey everybody, it's Beyondyou89 here. Welcome back to another episode of LunaWood, where we get to look at some stuff that I did today. I'm joined, as always, with...
My name is Shadow Phoenix. You guys may know me from twitch.tv/ShadowPhoenix, as well as my YouTube channel, which is pretty much the same thing, youtube.com/ShadowPhoenix. And you can hit me up on Twitter as well. Same thing. It's all the same things all the way across, so easy to find me. And I'm also here with...
Hey guys, I'm HBK. You guys know me from the LunaWood videos. I'm working on getting some stuff going on for a YouTube channel for myself, and well, let's start with that. Anyway, carry on, Beyond.
Alright, so I've had the park here for the last few weeks, and I've worked mainly on a backstage area, but we're not going to start there immediately because I did have like an extra few days. I kind of finished up what I wanted, and I was kind of looking around the park and wanted to add little details around. So we're going to look at those real quick, and then we'll kind of move into the backstage area. So if you guys are all set, we'll kind of talk about the first thing that is on your screen that's different, which is, of course, balls.
I've got big balls. I've got big balls.
Big balls.
They're always bouncing to the left and to the right.
There it is. Like, you have to make that joke, right? You have to. So, the basic idea behind this, these originally started as those pylons that you would see, like, in any roadway that kind of prevent traffic from coming in, but we kind of wanted to give it more of a, like a throwback feel, so these were more prevalent in, like, the 70s and 80s, these kind of big, what they're normally concrete, I think, just colored balls to stop traffic.
Yeah, just to persuade motorists from, you know, mowing people down in the entrance plaza.
Yeah, that's never a good thing. So yeah, there we go, and we are trying to keep this in mind too. This will be kind of a theme, I think, from here on out, is fading colors. So the colors, originally I had them really bright, and then HP, I think it was you, yeah, it was you, you kind of said, hey, why don't you tone them down a bit, and we probably fiddled with the colors for like 15-20 minutes till we got them right. But yeah, so we're going to kind of keep that in mind, kind of trying to fade colors throughout the park where necessary. So
hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Thanks, N7.
and so yeah, thanks, Mike.
And like you guys said, or like Beyond said there at the beginning, we had tried this. We took a look at it. Like originally we had it with the pylons sticking up, and it wasn't ugly. So we tried it this way, and I personally was like, I prefer the balls, guys. So.
Yeah, balls are... Shadow prefers the balls, everyone. You heard it here first.
Yep. There we go. Nice.
So, cool. Well, we don't want to get hung up on the balls for too long, so we go and move forward throughout the park here.
Okay, so I might be ahead of you guys, but I also noticed the same three colors on the flags.
Yeah, so this is another, like, super subtle little detail thing, but we kind of determined park colors, and this is kind of what we came up with here. So I started spamming those colors throughout the these flags that you had originally. Again, nothing that like anyone would really bat an eye at, but you know, just another little detail to add on in there. So.
Well, was it? Those are the red, green, or teal, or whatever, or yellow. That's from the emblem of that Shadow created for our series.
Yes,
those are the three colors. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and we're going to try to continue that with the logo on into the park. We're even actually working on creating that logo in the game itself. So
nice. Yep.
That is not an easy task, but we're working on it.
Correct.
Yeah, definitely not easy.
So as you move into the plaza area, I went ahead and I had a few of these workshop items. We had some face paint and 2 carts. They can be moved around, however, but yeah, I've had these in my workshop for a little bit. The face paint caricature was from Ruble. I'm almost 100% sure. And the carts were from Free the Bear, so I was kind of wanting to tidy up and clutter up, I should say, some more of the plaza here. It is pretty big and open, but yeah, just wanted to put in some more little theme park touches, as it were.
Sure, liven it up a little bit.
Yeah, yep, and I think we'll keep adding a few more things to kind of cover some more of the space, but I think this is kind of a good start to do that. So
Very nice indeed.
So cool, yeah, moving from those little assets. Thank you, Free the Bear and Ruble, for making those. Those are great. You might notice that the LunaWood Theater is a little bit more colorful and vibrant. I got
A little more theme parky.
a little more theme parky. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. With HP's blessing, because I didn't want to just go and start messing with this building without his permission there, but I kind of was suggesting that maybe it needs more color, maybe it needs just a little bit more pop to it, and he kind of agreed there, so we kind of messed around, and this is the result. And yeah, that's a great way to put it, Shadow. It's very theme parky now. You know, you got the flow sign on the side there, it's all the stars, it's very look at me, so there you go.
It also, it's like you got the music playing that kind of leads you in there. This is the modern dance show with laser lights and mist and blah 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 blah. But it's also advertising that you can see without going up to the billboards. So you figure when the show changes, they can tear those signs down and
very
put
easily.
new advertising up, and it's lit up too from underneath, so you see it at night. Looks good.
So yeah, nice. Just little things there. So.
I see more flowers too. I just realized that.
Yeah, I did. I kind of did that around the whole plaza. If you kind of look in little nooks and crannies, I started to add just this is another thing too, kind of segueing. I kind of added a
Hashtag segue.
there it is. A bunch of benches, garbage cans, and yes, those little flower planters. Just because I did 3 park walkthroughs over the weekend when I was having lunch, and I noticed that a lot, that there's a lot of little planters everywhere and benches. Oh my god, there are so many benches in theme parks, guys. I don't even I like what you see me put down here. I should have put more, but it just felt like I was overcrowding the place. But there's seriously just benches galore everywhere. So anyways, that whole thing was a segue into, if you move down the right side here, you'll see a lot more benches. You'll see I kind of put some little walls up here on the left-hand side, just put some more nature, did some vines going up the side of the building, more benches, just kind of shored up this area, I guess.
Oh, I love these little walls right here. That's excellent work.
Right.
Yeah, very nice.
Thanks. And I guess the last thing I did here was I put this big old planter and tree in the middle of this walkway. Kind of just needed something here, so there you go.
A little bit more shade too.
Yep, it was very open, looked very hot. But other than that, I don't think there's really anything else of noteworthy over this way. So if you guys want to head back to the front of the park to the restrooms, stop and use the restrooms if you have to, because now we're about to get into the good stuff. We're going to be walking a little bit.
All the way back up. All right, so where are we going here now that we're up here by the big tree?
Okay, so the big tree, yes. So you will see a fence here. It doesn't have a handle there to represent a gate yet. I'll fix that. But let's walk through. We'll be ghosts, so we'll walk through here. And now you are backstage, and you'll immediately.
Wait, I see crap. I see stuff.
That's a good sign that you're backstage anywhere. Crap and stuff. Stuff and crap.
Oh, you even have some little newspapers coming out from underneath the fence right here before you even
go. Someone got a little anxious and didn't throw away their stuff there. So
it looks like we got a guy sitting on break.
Yep, he's taking a little break. I wish that, like, I know why they don't, but I really wish they had like someone smoking a cigarette animatronic, like sitting down like this, because that would have been perfect. But
because kids play the game, and it's
I know that wouldn't be very good for kids to show them.
Hey, remember back in the old days when they used to advertise cigarettes to kids,
or when they had candy cigarettes, so
which tasted probably worse than cigarettes, dude.
It was like that powdery candy. I don't even know what it is, but
it's
like
awful. It's chalk.
It's chalk. It's chalk.
Terrible. But so if you move from there, yeah, there's some just immediate backstage supplies that they might need, like the cones. You know, like at the end of a busy night at parks, sometimes you'll see they put out cones to redirect traffic and stuff. So just very immediate park needs right at this immediate park entrance here for backstage. And then if you go around the building, there's a garbage bin. There's also another entrance here for Backstage members. And actually, this whole area right here, I kind of had to change from what you had, Shadow, to something new, because we kind of took out the. I'm trying to remember what this was. It was so long ago. Oh, there was a roadway. Yeah, that's right. The roadway went through here, and we kind of decided that probably wouldn't be a good idea, just because of how many guests would be coming through here. So we eliminated this access road for Backstage and just put in a garbage. I just put in a garbage place instead, and now there's no need for cars to go back there or through that.
Which is terrific for the summer, because everybody waiting at the bus stop is going to get lovely smells from the downwind garbage dump.
Absolutely. You better hope the garbage men came that morning. So.
Yeah, and originally I was kind of against actually taking out the road there, but then what you said, it's like, well, you know, that's a high traffic area. And I was like, you know what, you're right, and I can actually see it now, and yeah, that looks much better. So now that we're actually looking at it and what you did, it worked out great. I love it.
Yeah, I think it flows pretty nice, and it kind of, like I said, gave me an excuse to make a separate Backstage entrance over here for actual employees, which I kind of like, because it's very sneaky when you're kind of walking through. I try to do this purposely, where it's almost where you don't even think to look left down that little way, and that's kind of how you notice Backstage access usually is. It's in places where you wouldn't even think as a guest to look, so that was kind of the idea there.
Works well.
Yep.
But yeah, so as we move in, we'll move down the road. Just a lot of more fencing here. I guess on the right side we kind of made a little access road for the cell tower here. I kind of noticed that in a lot of my research, that a lot of the roads in Backstage areas aren't necessarily paved all the time. A lot of times they might just be, you know, if they have the room, they have the room. So let's turn it into a road. So that's, I guess, kind of the idea there. It's a subtle little thing, but...
and you made a gate, too, to get into there.
Yeah, and this gate I used a lot of areas because I kind of like how this fit in perfectly. That's just with the roadside poles and the, I think it's a bracket holder for the TVs.
TV mount.
Yeah, the TV mount. So it works, you know. So
Totally.
I kind of reuse that around the area a lot. And from there, the next big noticeable thing is a parking lot, and this is a direct parking lot for. I guess the idea is a lot of the staff, at least for this half of the park, plus the admin building a little bit. So yeah, that should cover a lot of the parking there for them.
Little speed limit signs. I mean, you even went a step further and you got the striping and stuff done through there too. So
yeah, got most of the striping. Did a lot of arrow work, which it was all custom with the art shapes, and I kind of wanted to pull my brains out and pull my hair out at the same time.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did.
I feel you. That's why I haven't done it around the parking lot and around all the entries and stuff yet. So I plan on doing it, just hadn't.
You really have to. I mean, I probably took a good 2.5, 3 hours. I know it doesn't look like it, but doing those curves for like the turning and everything like that, they take so much time to get those just right. So. But it's worth it. It looks, you know, giving myself a pat on the back here. It comes out nice in the end. So
sure it does.
Looks like it was made in City Skylines.
There you go. Yes, Planet Skylines at your service. So from there, we'll talk about the water tower next. We'll talk about these two little buildings here. I put over one of them that it's waste management. It's kind of just a placeholder sign, as it were. These are just basic utility buildings is how I kind of see them. They can kind of be whatever you would want them to be, but nothing too spectacular about them. I reused the garage from HP that HBK used on the admin building, so that's been getting reused a lot. And yeah, I mean, just a lot of junk, a lot of Backstage stuff.
Totally, I dig it.
And then directly across is kind of almost the star of the attraction back here, I want to say, is the water tower that HP made for us, and it's awesome. And now it has its own little area with its own utility buildings and electrical buildings and just everything. I did a lot of research on water stations, and I just kind of built the buildings that they had in Google Images for them, so that's what you get.
Sweet. Yeah, totally, man.
Yeah, especially with the little the gates up here as well. Everything is... Oh, damn it, once again, you guys have outdone anything that I've done yet so far.
We keep joking with Shadow, and poor Shadow, he just hasn't gotten the opportunity to do anything of great substance yet. I mean, you have, but it's just we haven't been able to show it off yet. But soon, my friend, we'll show your stuff off.
Yeah.
Well, I've had the opportunities. I just haven't been able to take advantage of my
There you
opportunities.
go. Yeah. Your own fault, Shadow. This is your fault.
I stretch myself too thin. I really do. But
So from the actual water tower, I don't mean to like rush to this, by the way. It's just that backstage stuff, there's not a lot to show. You know, it's very cut and dry. You know, it's the industry of it all. So they're not trying to gussy up or show anything. So I don't have a lot to show. I do and I don't. But anyways, across the way you have the water treatment center for it. And I thought that made sense to put it there because the water tower is like just across the road, so that wouldn't cost them a lot of money in piping, I would think. So there's your water treatment center. Yep.
Nice truck.
That's from the workshop too, actually. And oh, that's the one name I didn't write down. I can't remember who did this though, but really simple little idea.
Is it
for
the
truck.
one that's on the side of it? LWLGM?
It may as well. It may very well be. And Shadow, I will tell you the name of the person afterwards, and you can link all this down in the description, I'm sure, or you know whatever we want to do for that. So, but yeah, that might be their name there. So, but yeah, no, great little truck there. And moving on from there, we will talk about a building that HPU did, actually, which is our vehicle maintenance bay.
Sweet.
And yeah, I love this little building. It's so simple. It's cut and dry to the point, but you know, it's something that's super necessary. And there it is. It's there to the point. So. And from there, you move across, and this is where it gets a little bit more interesting. The buildings aren't as square, and they have a little bit more details to them. We have our shipping and receiving dock, which I had some fun with this, because again, I kind of mentioned in the last video, but I work in industry. I've been a delivery driver, so I'm very familiar with these kind of docks, and so it was a lot of fun making these and trying to utilize the pieces that we have in Planet Coaster to make this look as realistic as I could. So yeah, if you notice each dock, the yellow kind of bumpers that they have on there, I kind of twisted some of them to kind of represent like a truck smashing into some of the bumpers and stuff. So because that happens all the time. Let's see what else. The marks in the ground, those are supposed to be tire marks. Those are the adventure like blocks, and I kind of tried to make them look like tire marks on the ground. They kind of work, but you know, you have your limitations with Planet Coaster for a little bit, so we might keep those. I might take them out. We'll see.
I think we should definitely keep them because I mean I noticed them what they were supposed to be right off the bat.
Okay.
So if you can tell what they are right off the bat, then that's a good sign.
Right. Okay. So
As we've said before, you kind of have to suspend your disbelief a little bit.
right, and then you know, for what we have, I think that works the best. So. And
I really like the shipping and receiving buildings. Keep going. I want to talk about something for a second.
yeah, no, I want you guys to talk to. I feel like I've been kind of talking a lot about this stuff, but yeah, but no, that's pretty much it. The UPS and the FedEx truck and the trucks, all of those are from the workshop as well. And those also, I think we need to get descriptions down below because I used kind of a few things from the workshop, but these were too perfect. Like I could have tried to make these myself because I really wanted to do that, but these were just way too good to not use. So
yeah, well, me and Beyond were looking on the workshop for trucks, and we came across. He found the UPS and the FedEx ones. I found the semi
wheeler,
right here.
Yeah, yep.
And we cleverly found a way to put the creator's name on it, and it's the license plate.
Yep. So there's
Noticed that too.
Florence. Yep. So thank you, Florence, for that. Again, bad content creator. I didn't write down the name of the person that made the FedEx and UPS. They've been featured on Red Dragon's Twitch channel though before. That's actually where I found them. So yeah, we'll give full credit down in the description below. No worries there. Trying to think.
I really like this building. It's subtle, but exactly what you would find. And you got even more loading docks on the backside.
Yeah, and there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there should be less. No, I did the same amount. Okay, so yeah, because the idea is that the trucks come in, and these are your shipping trucks from cross country doing your materials, your food, everything that you need, and then it gets processed in the building, and then park employees come up and load the things from the shipping and receiving, and move on from there. So yeah, that's the shipping and receiving building. If you guys don't have any other questions on that, we can move over to our next warehouse building here.
I see break areas outside for workers.
Yep, and this is a complete rip from my break area when I worked at Hollywood Studios. This was literally the break area, and people might be like, "What? It's Disney. Shouldn't it be?" No, it's Backstage Disney's warehouses, so this is what you get. And
yeah, it might be Disney, but they don't care about their own workers.
Well, it's Disney, and they're a business. They're in the amusement industry business, so they're not going to pour a bunch of money into the Backstage area. They're going to do as cut and dry as they can, just like anybody else. So, but yeah, this was the Backstage area for that. And the idea behind this building, I think, would be like kind of a materials handling. Maybe the construction managers and project managers can meet. There might be like costuming in here. So it's kind of just like your a general park building, if you will. And if you kind of,
I love the back here with the skip hall.
Yeah.
Renovation. Let's see, and the extra tracks, like pieces and stuff over here that's just been kind of laying out there for no reason.
Right.
That's cool.
And the idea there is that eventually we're going to have an RMC in the park, and I would think that would probably have been the most recent coaster that they put in. So they probably had some, track pieces either left around or just not in use, or extra utility track, whatever. So.
Put in or renovated old wooden roller coaster.
Ooh.
Hint, hint, wink, nudge,
wink.
I mean, you even got a little worker out here that's actually like...
There's two.
Yeah, they actually worked out perfect. Yeah, there's one at the wooden coasters, and then there's one at this little pipe area here. So they kind of worked out kind of perfectly.
I see the piping thing.
And then if you look at the wooden coaster on the back left of the building, I guess, if you're looking at it.
Oh, there he is. I see him.
Yeah. So, and then there's, I guess you could say I did an interior too, because you can go inside the building until it's walled off.
Oh yeah, nice
stuff. So I finally did an interior. Take that, everyone.
Pipes and pallets and
just stuff.
I like the pipes.
Yeah.
I'm stealing the piping, the pipes and stuff for Crystal Gardens, just so you know.
Nice. Well, thank you. I'm trying to think here. Then I guess the last thing is I kind of shored. Oh no, I'm sorry. If we go underneath the boomerang lift, there is going to be a white building, and that was also made by Mr. Hardpunkkore here.
Yeah.
I was able to use it in one for sure area. Yeah. That was the only area I used them. But it's supposed to be your kind of a typical like a lawn maintenance shed or
I mean, it's basically just utility. I live in an apartment complex, and in the back they have a few of these that are fenced off, and it's basically just a canvas garage that's framed out by like PVC piping, and yeah, they just they can be moved or not moved. But yeah, they're just the basic canvas garage space.
Right, yeah, quick setup and store what you need inside of them.
Quick, easy, and cheap.
Hey, just how I like my women. So, huge question here. Are these giant rats or are these raccoons that's jumping around in these boxes over here?
Did you notice that? I just noticed that too. Yeah, they got a new shipment in, and I don't know, it's something weird, but yeah, if you want to go ahead and cancel that or put that on stationery.
No, we need to
just
use
leave.
this.
Yeah, we'll have haunted boxes inside the park.
It's hilarious. We'll say it's giant raccoons.
Yeah.
So we got some masked bandits in the park.
There you go. Rummaging in our trash. Get out of there, masked bandit. That's funny.
They do seem to get everywhere, from my understanding, in the attics and stuff. So
right. But yeah, I think that was kind of a quick fly through, I feel like, but it's just Backstage generic stuff, so there's not a whole lot of details to talk about. But do you guys have any comments, any questions before I maybe bring up one other thing?
I want to say it really fits in seamless with the Backstage that I had done around the action zone.
Yeah, it's kind of tied in that whole
absolutely.
area a little bit, so.
Yeah, and you even got a gate that connects your warehouse building to where the path that I put in for the workers to get up the boomerang.
Yeah, you figured they would all be kind of connected like that for employees, and then if guests have to get off that way, they need to not be able to go to the Backstage. So there you go. We got a fence for that. We have a fence for that.
It's so many little details around here. Very, very great.
Yeah.
It was, again, I've mentioned it a few times, but I had a tremendous amount of fun putting this all together. Honestly, the bulk of all backstage work that you see, like, I know it kind of looks like a lot, but it really isn't that much. But the bulk of it, I probably put in like, I don't know, half a day of work, because I had, crazy quick story, I had 8 days off of work because of bad weather, so I had like all this time on my hands. So I was like, well, I'm going to play the crap out of Planet Coaster. So, yeah. It did. It really did. Like, right when I had the park, we had just the worst thunderstorm weather, and I can't work in rain. And yeah, I got to spend just, like, probably way too much time and details on this area, but it kind of helped make this area look pretty good, I think, so.
I mean, it's...
I definitely dig it. It came out great, man.
It's all seamless, and, I mean, it looks realistic. Like, very, very realistic.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad that's what was, you know, the...
And I'm glad you like doing Backstage, because I find it extremely boring.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm like always surrounded by it, so I love it. So if you guys want, you know, if we do some more Backstage work in the future, wink wink, I will definitely take it on. I have many more ideas for different buildings to put in, so...
It's an excellent use of space, too. Like, you didn't have a whole lot of space to work with, and you made the best use out of it. Yeah, it's perfect.
And honestly, I can thank real world amusement park and theme parks. I mean, I did extensive research on Google Maps overhead, and you really see how parks just kind of jigsaw puzzle or, you know, puzzle piece slip these guys in there, just Backstage in there. And, you know, so I mean, hats off to them, because I learned that's where I learned all this stuff from, was seeing how they did it. I was like, oh, okay, I can do that.
I like how it's very well hidden too by trees.
For the most part, I was looking around, and I think the only place that you can really see stuff is from the Scorpion queue in its current form, and I say that, or the exit path.
That's going to get changed. Not the exit path, but...
And yeah, from the brick house, from where you eat, you can kind of see, if you really, really wanted to, you can look through the trellis and look through. But there's even a purposeful little bit of a yard between that and trees so that you can't fully see. So those are little tricks that theme parks use a lot to so that you can't see stuff.
It's funny that you mentioned the Scorpion exit path, because was it Mass Bandit just did a walkthrough of Fiesta Texas, was it yesterday?
Oh yeah, the coaster that lets out right into the Backstage area. Yeah.
That's so funny. That's pretty much right there, yep.
So maybe we could just, like, you got trees going up along the fence, I'll just throw some more trees in.
Cool. All right, so yeah, that was the bulk of the stuff that I did this episode, was work on Backstage stuff, but leading into what HP you're going to be doing, if you want to kind of take away with what your ideas are for the future.
Yeah, so I decided that I'm going to be working on the Carousel Plaza. Now, we've cracked jokes about how much work I did on my turn, and I went way above and beyond. I'm not going to be doing that this time, but I'm going to be installing in a new classic, well, it's not new classic, but a classic flat ride, and I'm going to be doing a few buildings around here and building up this plaza and starting to open up the park backward instead of to the left or to the right. And it's going to kind of bridge this area and start to come together with...
Yeah, don't give away the whole thing.
Spoilers.
No spoilers. No spoilers. So, cool. I'm excited to see what you do. Because, yeah, after you do that, it's like the park is really going to be opened up. And I'm pretty sure, like, or pretty much after you do that, the first little quarter bit of the park is kind of done. So we can kind of do, like, maybe an overview video after that, but we'll do an overview today too, because I know that's always a thing with everyone. You want to see the overhead view of the park, so we'll go and do a quick overhead of the park so you can kind of see the progress there. So there's that, and yeah, we are chugging along nicely, so I think that's about it.
I'm having so much fun in this park with you guys.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride so far. It's been awesome. it's been cool to see what's been produced. Like, I never thought the park. It's funny when you have an idea in your head for the park, and then it kind of starts going different directions. And you're like, yeah, but that works. I like that. So this has been fun. So with that all said, though, I think we're going to wrap it up. And again, the next episode will be on Shadow, your channel, correct?
Yep. It'll be HP's build on my channel until he gets his own.
Yes.
Yeah. Which I'm working on.
So yeah, make sure everyone, you're all subscribed to Shadow's channel as well. Cool. Well, I think that goes ahead and wraps it up for us today here. If you are enjoying what you're seeing here, don't forget to hit that like button there. If you're not subscribed to my channel nor Shadow's channel, be sure to subscribe to both of us to stay up to date with LunaWood. And if you have any suggestions, comments, concerns, comment down below. Let us know. We always love to hear from you guys. And yeah, we can always make the series better with help from you guys, the ones who are making this for us. So with all that being said, I've been Beyondyou89.
My name is Shadow Phoenix.
I'm HBK. Take us out of here, Beyond.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.